Rüdiger's wild celebration, the hidden story behind Modric and Kubo's clash, and Nadal's crazy reaction in the stands. Magical moments from Endrick and decisive contributions from Vinicius led Real Madrid to the Copa del Rey final. It was a night of suffering, a night of historic comeback, another addition to Madrid's legendary remontada list in the second leg of the semi-final. The start was rough just as Nadal struggled in the stands, feeling as if he were playing the match himself. Maybe it was because of Asensio's moment of unconsciousness that led to the first goal, leaving even Ancelotti stunned by his decision. Then came disaster. Camavinga slipped, Alaba made a naive mistake, and another own goal almost knocked Real Madrid out in the 47th minute. Silence filled the Bernabeu. No one understood what was happening, not even Bab, who looked frustrated on the bench, unable to believe he was being told to get ready to come on. But the biggest shock came when Ancelotti decided to substitute Endrick in the 60th minute despite his phenomenal performance. The fans whistled in protest, and the young Brazilian couldn't believe it. He had just scored a brilliant goal, danced with Vinicius, carried the team on his shoulders, and nearly pulled off an outrageous bicycle kick. He couldn't help but laugh when watching the replay. Amid the tension, Real Sociedad's players pulled off a bizarre stunt. They refused to return to the pitch. The referee showed inexplicable leniency, and Kubo, the furious ex-Madridista, seemed to relish the chaos. But what did Kubo say that made Modric lose his temper like that? Even Rudiger couldn't believe his eyes. Then came the most controversial moment. Bellingham was clearly slapped inside the box, yet the referee completely ignored it. Look at Bellingham's face after the hit, it's madness. But do you know what he did first after the match? He ran straight to console the goalkeeper, who had almost lost his head just moments before. This is Real Madrid. This is the difference between those who make history and those who live in its shadow. And just when everyone thought the match was over, Vinicius produced a moment of magic, setting up Bellingham, igniting a crazy remontada. Rudiger lost his mind celebrating Tchouaméni's goal. In just 5 minutes, Real Madrid went from being knocked out to reaching the final. But pay attention to the strange detail. Ancelotti didn't celebrate. He wasn't happy. Extra time began. Bap looked defeated. The medical staff handed out cramp relief pills, but no one seemed interested in taking them. Then, the decisive moment arrived. A perfect pass. Rudiger flew in, scored, and the stadium exploded. Pure madness. Brahim Diaz couldn't find a teammate in the chaos of the crowd. Gula stood in disbelief, Ceballos screamed, and the rest of the players, either exhausted or embarrassed, barely celebrated. But no worries, Nadal took care of that. He jumped wildly in the VIP section, celebrating as if he were on the pitch, before finally taking a deep breath. Madrid was on the brink of disaster, but they came back just as they always do, and in the end, a perfect scene. Vinicius held onto the ball, stopping Real Sociedad from playing, returning the favour. The match was over, and smiles spread across the faces of the players. Endrick was happy, Bellingham was relieved, and Rudiger the madman celebrated in his own unique way with Chendo, because, at the end of the day, the final is the final. And no matter what, Real Madrid is just one match away from adding another trophy to their collection.